What have I missed? I mean, I honestly, I pay no attention to the majority until somebody emails me. You know, I went on to that Drunk Debunk Guy show because Angela Baby Carson had put a video up talking about the motion of the earth, and I went on there, and oh my goodness, the utter ineptitude and the arrogance and Dunning-Kruger of these people, McToon and Dave McKeegan and their minds are fucking warped. And it's so easy when you get the objective truth on your side and the clarity of the rhetoric to expose them. They've got nothing. Nothing. Scully, how's it going, mate? Long time no see. Exactly. It's about honesty and progress, and those types tend to lack both of those. Exactly. Because they're on a path of self-serving. They're delusional, delirious, drunk on their own delusion. They want to be somebody's, and they've got a surface level grasp on certain aspects of the topic, and like to sit there and act like they've got ownership, terrified of any sort of direct engagement. Well, they'll sit there acting big and this, that and the other in the safety of their own fucking dirt chamber. I'm alright, mate, thank you. They backslap each other into intellectual dishonesty, exactly. When did you go on that show? Fuck. What day are we on here? Monday. It must have been at some point during last week. I'm not sure when. I think it was some fucking stream that was going on and on and on and on. I think Angela Baby Carson, I don't know if she's here. If you go to Angela Baby Carson's channel, she took the segment and put it on her channel. I never knew who this Drunk Debunk guy was, but he's got all the usuals there, McToon and fucking the rest of them. But McToon stayed silent, or, you know, shot his pea shooter from the chat box until I had left and then came in. But Dave McKeegan gave it a crack, and Brenda and the guy Drunk Debunk, and honestly, go and watch it yourself. You'll see how easy it is to expose them. Steve HV, how you doing, my man? Steve HV's put a nice couple of wee videos up recently as well. He's worth having a wee check out of. Some good content. Really worth checking out if you're interested in actual progress and, you know, furthering yourself and not just sitting in some little fucking circle jerk with morons spewing pseudoscience and garbage at each other. It was DD third member drive. Alright, I Drunk Debunk third member drive. They're Realm Walkers, telling you. How's it going, Andrew? See, I'm even at the point where, you know, people put good content up like Steve, and I'm not even going to engage in their comment section, because what's going to happen is that it's going to get drowned out by people attacking me, or they're going to try and chastise somebody like Steve because, you know, he's associated with me. I mean, this is the games that these people are playing. So I just don't bother. You know, I'll pay attention to good content, and I'll thumbs it up and whatever else, or I'll shout it out, but I'm not going to engage, because I'm not giving these people the space to try and, you know, tarnish the content that some of these providers are putting out there, because that's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. You're dealing with a majority of irrational, manipulative people who are serving themselves and contributing to division when half the time they don't even realise that's what they're contributing to. You know, I've walked a consistent path and backed myself through empiricism and practicality since day dot. You know, as I pointed out before, these people will make off the cuff statements, oh, throwing water bottles at the windy. Well, you know, they'll use the same practical reasoning process like gas, pressures and yada yada to support their position. But when it comes to a practical process of reasoning that they don't like, they'll try and chastise it while incorporating the very same process themselves. You know, as I say, if you're aware enough, then you see that shit. If you're not aware of it, you're probably going to succumb to it, which is no my problem. Hopefully one day you're going to realise it and remove yourself from contributing to that sort of division. I mean, we're over 10 years down the road now and the same games are still being applied because people still fall for it, which tells you a great deal about their actual discernment. You know, I would have pointed it out to them 6-7 years ago, they would have nodded and agreed. Now 6 or 7 years down the line, they're the very same people are now contributing to that sort of behaviour.